just cleaning up the place, don't mind me. I'll get into it in a few minutes, yeah. I've got to make the bed and everything because I didn't do it. Well, I haven't done it yet. I was busy making videos for the second channel. Okay. I have now somewhat cleaned the room. Now it's time to talk about what I'm actually doing. I've decided to call this no, it's not crow pose. I've been calling it wrong. I've been naming it wrong the entire time. It's not actually crow pose that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the frog stand, but I didn't know that at the time. At the time being around the day 100 mark, back when I was calling it the plank journey logs rather than the daily logs. Wow, that series, that chapter is closed. I mean, the journey still carries on, but yeah, it's no longer plank journey logs, it's daily logs, and it's been that way since day 183, because I decided to change the profile name from a planking journey to a calisthenics journey, because this is about calisthenics, it's not only about planking. Can't remember the last time I planked on the channel. But yeah, okay. So yeah, it's not actually crow pose. Crow pose is when you have your knee directly on top of your triceps, whereas what I'm doing is having it on the outside and pushing my knee towards my, pushing my knee in towards my elbow and pushing my elbow out towards my knee so I have some balance. I nabbed a video of some guy on YouTube who gave a tutorial on how to do what I've been naming wrong. It's not the crow pose, it's the frog stand. And I screen recorded his video and uploaded it onto the channel privately, that is. I'm not just stealing people's content and then trying to claim it's mine. No, I put a clip and then uploaded it privately. From there, after uploading it, I put some notes in the description as to what I thought I could improve on, and the clip was specifically, the clip that I got was specifically what I thought I could improve on. Not, I didn't just screen record it for screen recording's sake. So I have a few tips as to how I could help myself out. Step 0, use a mattress. I'll be doing the frog stand on the mattress, which I have been practicing yesterday. I practiced last night right before going to sleep at around midnight, by the way. Step 0 is to use a mattress so that if I do fall, I am falling on a softer surface rather than a more tough surface, which in the context of doing these calisthenics moves would be the floor. My head would be hitting the mattress, which is a lot softer than the floor. Then step 1 would be about hand to feet positioning. I just placed my hands anywhere, but one of the tips that he gave within the clip is to have your feet and your hands basically directly in front of each other when you're doing it. For me, it was more like this. And it does make sense that, in my opinion, it does make sense that I was doing it like that. Actually, no, maybe not. I think it was more like that. It does make sense I was doing it like that because you're gonna push your elbow out into your knee and then push your knee into your elbow. So it makes sense to do it like that because that way you can try and balance. But it hasn't been working. I would only just be able to come off the ground very quickly and then go back to the floor. I wouldn't, me doing it that way, for me, meant that I just would not be able to hold the frog stand. Not the crow pose, the frog stand. I was naming it the wrong thing. Okay. There was another thing. Bent arms. I wasn't really focused on bending my arms. But he makes it very clear that that's what you should be doing, really, so that you could hold the pose. There are other things that I made notes of, but I don't remember what they were. So let's get into. I was going to say let's get straight into it, but it's been 3 minutes since filming this clip. Okay. Hands in front of feet, directly in line with the feet. I think that's what I was trying to say. Directly in line with the feet. And I can already tell my knees are on my triceps, which is a part of one of the main parts of how you actually balance. I forgot how he came up in a specific way. For me, I just try and lean into it like that, but the way how he went into it, it was more like how I go into doing a successful forward roll. So it's like you put your ass up in the air and then you lean into it, and then you put your you allow your head to come further and further and further down, closer to the ground, so that you can actually perform the move. I might actually need to get rid of this so that there's more space for my head. There's much more space between, well, a little bit more space between my head and the mattress. Otherwise, my head's just going to carry on hitting this. On the floor it goes. On the dusty floor it goes. I need to clean the room. Okay. I did feel quite a bit of wrist pain when doing it and balancing like this. Ideally, I balance on this. I balance with my hands like this so that I'm not using so much wrist. I'm not putting so much force into my wrist and hurting it. I don't know if it's possible, but if it is, I'll be doing it eventually. Okay. Hands in line with feet. Come up like you're doing a forward roll. Allow yourself to lean into it. One thing he didn't mention in the clip itself, but something that I saw him do, is point his toes. So that's something to make note of. That's a part of what allows him to balance, it seems, which is what I do for the L-Sit. That's a part of what allows me to balance for the L-Sit. I think pointing your toes is probably one of the fundamental parts of calisthenics, even though it may not seem like it, but yeah, pointing your toes, you really do need to point your toes, otherwise how you got to balance. Another thing he said in the clip, another thing he said very early on in the video, which wasn't in the clip, is to spread your fingers wide, spread your fingers and your thumb wide so that you have more stability in your pose. I don't know what you call it, but yeah. So hands in line with feet, and then you come up like you're about to do a forward roll, and then you go sight, and then you go into the frog stand, and then you lean your head further and further down to the ground. You point your toes. Oh, then you come up. That was the most I really did when I was trying this out last night, except my head was completely on the mattress and I had my toes pointed. And I stayed up for a few seconds, got rid of my fear of falling, but I think in order to further help me out, I actually have to get rid of these rather than keep them there. However, I can imagine myself using them in the future when I take it to the ground. Okay. Yeah, I can already feel my wrists. It would have been sensible to warm up. Yeah, I can feel them already. Oh, I can feel it in my right wrist already. When I was very young, 10 years old, I broke my left wrist. So I think, if anything, that I feel more pain because it's broken, whereas my right wrist isn't. However, on the flip side of that coin, it may make sense that my right wrist is hurting more than my left, because I could, without realizing it, be putting more force into my right wrist than my left wrist because my left wrist is broken. I'd say absolutely fully recovered as it's going to be, but there is that to take into account. You point your toes like this. You keep them pointed. Of course, this isn't the Frogstand. Of course it's not, but eventually I'll be holding it on the ground. But this is where we start. Just like with the forward rolls, when I come and lean, I press against the wall. Now I'm not doing that anymore. Just for the sake of progress, let's actually do a forward roll. Oh, also, by the way, behind my knee was hurting a bit when I'd be getting into the Frogstand. Just to let myself and people who are watching this, who aren't me, know. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, seems like a shrug headboard, eh? Whew. If this isn't a party, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. Having fun, and it's silent. Oh. I could have built fear because I hit the headboard, but no, I pushed through it. I'm okay. I'm okay now. I'm thinking. Yeah, no, I am alright. I'm alright. Cheers to progress. In the words of Joel Embiid, gotta trust the process. Trust the process. Oh my goodness. Okay. Reminds me of the plank journey logs around the day 100 time, because this is where I'd be filming. This is exactly where I'd be filming. Let's open the window a bit. Here's a bit hot. Okay. So it seems like I have a basic understanding of what to do. I just have to carry on doing it. It's going to be like the forward roll. You're not going to see much progress at the start, but then those efforts that you're making is going to build over time. Apologies for the poor posture. I can see it on camera and that. Okay. let's get back into it. Wide grip. Hands in line. Oh, that's a bit uncomfortable. Wide grip with the hands. Feet and hands in line. Did you say parallel? Would I say parallel? Yes, maybe. But anyway, you come into it. Arse off up in the air. Then allow yourself to lean into the position. Point your toes. Lean your head further forward. It's okay. Oh, I think I've got it now. Now I just have to keep on practicing again and again. Frogstand Antics. Frogstand Antics. Oh. Whew. I wonder, what's it gonna be like now if I try it on the floor? Let's see. So you just gotta try the same tips and the same techniques. Wide grip, feet, hands in line, hands parallel with feet. I think. Come up as if you're about to do a forward roll. Allow yourself to lean into it. Oh no, I think I'm about to do it. There's no way I can't show this. I genuinely think this is gonna be it. This will be the first time I'm about to hold it. I genuinely think this is the first time I'm about to hold it. I can't just not show that on camera. Okay, here we are. Move down to the floor. Let's just lift it up a bit so that when I do the frog stand, my entire body's gonna be on camera. Okay, so let's see. No, it's not. It's gonna have to be higher up. Just so that all of you are aware, and also me, future me, the pillow is where my head would be if I fell. It's a foam, I think a foam one. Just so that there's quite a bit of padding in case if I actually were to lose balance and fall on my head. I've practiced falling on my head both last night and in this video by putting my head on the mattress, so I do have a feeling of what that's like, which is going to prepare me for doing it now. But okay, let's try it out. Hands wide grip, feet parallel with hands. Lift your ass up as if you're about to do a forward roll. Allow yourself to lean into it. Point your toes and then lean your head slightly forward. I'm there. I just have to keep on going. I'm there. This might be the day I actually hold it for a couple of seconds. Yesterday, there was someone who I've met rather recently, who was teaching me how to do the frog stand, and this person, oh well, how's I gonna go with that? Oh, this person was giving me tips on how to do it. I was listening to her, and I am now starting to fall the same way how I was falling back then. And I noticed that I was starting to fall differently, rather. I was actually starting to bring my legs in together and then allow myself to come down to the ground rather than lean and then go back. It'll make more sense when I do it. Feet parallel with hands wide grip. Arse up like you're about to do a forward roll. Allow yourself to lean into it. Point your toes and then allow your head to move forward, lean forward. Oh. Maybe I have to purposefully try and fall. Maybe I need to lean my toes as I'm going into it, which is something I saw the guy do. Ah, fucking hell. Left wrist. Oh, I'm so effing close. I'm so close. I'm so close. Oh. I'll put... I thought it was going to be Frogstand Antics. But I'm so close now. Oh. Oh. I might actually have to make a part 2. Today might be the day that I do it. Today might be the day I achieve the frog stand. Not the crow pose, the frog stand. The crow pose is more difficult because of how you balance on with your elbows and knees. The frog stand's easier. Not easy, but easier. Well, not easy in my opinion, because my level, I'm working towards that right now, so it makes sense as to why I'd say it's not easy. It will become easy once I've done it over and over, but right now I'm in the learning stages of how to do the move, so it makes sense as to why I'd say it's easier rather than easy, because my level's not so high up where I'm like doing planche push-ups where I've more than built a foundation, and then all of these moves are fucking piss. Nah. Ah, fuck, my knee. Okay. Well, at least it was crumbs rather than a muscle. Okay. Ah, I didn't point my toes when I did it that time. I did not point my toes. When he goes into the move, he points his toes. I've forgotten what this guy's name is, so I'm gonna have to. I'll put a reference. I'll put a reference. Maybe I could focus on not only pointing my toes, but bringing them together so that they touch. And then also lean forward. Maybe I should purposefully try and hit the pillow with my head. Let's try it, because that's different. Ah, fuck my right wrist. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fuck. Ah, that hurt. Oh, that hurt so much. Oh. Oh. I'm putting myself on the firing line for wrist pain, but you know what? I'd rather put myself on the firing line of wrist pain and learn about injury prevention than feel bitter for the rest of my life, knowing that there are so many moves I wanted to achieve and I didn't bother achieving them. I'd rather put myself on the firing line of wrist pain than bitter memories when I look back on my life and reminisce in my final years. Okay. It was like it's like my body wanted to do a crow pose then. That was different, okay. Fuck. Oh. Hurts, man. It hurts. I may practice it more in the gym. Well, I do want to get something to eat. I haven't had anything to eat all day. I say all day as if it's like the afternoon and that. It's not. No, it's fairly early in the morning, I think. Maybe anywhere from 10 to 11. I don't know if I want to end it here. I'm so close though. In my head, I'm thinking of saying I'm so frigging close. So frigging close. I would not swear PG. I would not swear like that. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, probably watching so many Americans when I was very young, like prank versus pranking that. My wrists are hurting. How about doing it diagonal so that my hands are like this rather than this? Okay. Yeah, that's much easier. Fuck. Left wrist. Damn. I'll leave it at that for now, and then I might make a part 2 to this this vlog, but for now that'll be it. Bye.